Hello dear students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. DC Saxena, presently Professor and Head of the Department of Food Engineering and Technology at Sant Longowal Institute of Engineering and Technology. I am here to present the paper Technology of Spices and Condiments with the present module as Dehydrated Ginger by my co-author Ms. Kulsum Jan, who will be explaining to you about this topic.
Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Kulsum Jan from Sant Longowal Institute of Engineering and Technology. Today I am going to talk about module number 27 of paper number 10, Technology of Spices and Condiments. In this module, we will learn about the dehydration of ginger. The dried ginger is one of the principal spice crop of the country, and it plays an important role in earnings valuable foreign exchange. India is the largest producer and exporter of dried ginger to more about 50 countries, particularly to Middle East, accounting to about 70% of world production. The rotary dryers are used for the dehydration of the ginger because of the lower cost. The dehydration is a slow process. It is controlled by moisture diffusion. Drying of ginger should be done on clean surfaces to ensure that the product does not get contaminated by any extraneous matter. Only clean bamboo mats not coated with cow dung or cement concrete surfaces properly cleaned by washing or other suitable clean surfaces should be used for drying ginger. As far as the ginger is concerned, the name itself supports the view. The Sanskrit name Zingibera gave rise to Greek Zingiber. Ginger, that is Zingiber officinae, is monocotyledon belonging to the family Zingiberaceae and to the order Zingiberales. It's a perennial herb with a large, solid, tough, horizontal rhizome consisting of a series of many pre-resistant roundish joints, pale yellow in color, within covered with pale slippery brown skin, ringed with leaf scars and each marked at the summit by a large circular flat scar, much branched, the new joints coming off below the terminal scars. The root is warming to the body and is slightly antiseptic and promotes internal secretions. Ginger root is used as a cooking spice and as an ingredient in natural health remedies. Folk remedies call for the use of ginger root to treat nausea, vomiting, motion sickness, colds, weight loss, rheumatoid arthritis, and other ailments. This is not enough scientific evidence to confirm the use of ginger root for most of these health conditions, although there is evidence to suggest the ginger root may be effective for use low dose. Short-term use at relieving pregnancy-related nausea. Dry ginger root to impart an earthy flavor to your favorite recipes and use a secret weapon against nausea. One way to preserve the ginger root is to dehydrate the rhizome, which removes the moisture content from the rhizome. The leaves of the ginger plant can also be dehydrated. A home food dehydrator is typically a countertop appliance used to dehydrate the ginger rhizomes, while an oven can also be used. It will take much longer and use more energy. The country of production determines the types and the different varieties of ginger available in spice importers. Indian, Cochin and Calicut, Chinese, African, Jamaican and Australian. Indian, Cochin and Jamaican gingers have a reputation of a high quality with a light color and delicate flavor. Cochin ginger has a light yellow color. Calicut is more reddish brown. Both have a delicate odor and flavor with some lemon-like aroma. Indian ginger is mostly exported washed and dried, unpeeled or roughly peeled. African ginger is darker in color and higher in monotropin content, giving a more pungent aroma with camphoraceous. It has a high oil content and level of pungency. Therefore, it's usually preferred for the production of oils and oleoresins. Dry ginger is obtained by drying of fresh rhizomes. Dry ginger is obtained by drying of fresh ginger, which comes in the spice trade for the preparation of ground ginger and extraction of oleoresins and oil. It is available in a number of physical forms. It can be peeled, scraped, or uncoated, non-scraped, coated, or non-peeled, and sometimes partially peeled or rough scraped. In the scraped grade, the corn skin has been removed clearly without damaging the underlying tissues. Grade designates as bleached or limed are also available. Ginger should be dried to a safe moisture level of 8 to 10%. Wherever possible, improve drying methods using solar or artificial dryers may be used. Care should be taken to avoid mold growth on the rhizomes during the drying operation. Improperly dried ginger is susceptible to mold growth. The white fungus, known as the Aspergillus flavus, that grows on ginger produces aflatoxin. This toxin is highly injurious to health. Care should be taken not only to fix well dry ginger with improperly dried lots, as both the lots might become liable for the mold infestation. Bulk of the ginger exported from India is the peeled and dried ginger forms and may be unbleached. Some quantity is exported mainly to the Middle East countries in the bleached form. Only new and clean bags should be used for packing and dried ginger. It's preferable to use polyethylene laminated gunny bags for the packing of dried ginger. Dehydrated ginger is used domestically and in the food and pharmaceutical industries. Dehydrated whole ginger is used for flavoring in many foods like salad dressings, meat sausages, gravies, pickles, curry dishes, and so on. It's used in Oriental and Indian cooking and in bakery and confectionery products like cakes, biscuits, sponge and puddings, and also used for the liquor preparations. Dehydrated ginger powder is usually used in making spices and masalas, which are used in gravies, marinades, stews, etc. Dried ginger is also used to brew teas. The dried whole ginger is also used in many medicines as it helps digestion and absorption of food and has antiseptic properties. Ginger has been in use since ancient times for its anti-inflammatory, carminative, antiflutulant, and antimicrobial properties. Dried ginger products. Number first, fresh ginger is dried using a multi-stage air dehydrating process and then ground or pulverized into the necessary size as per the requirements. Another product is dried ginger granule, which involves number first, fresh ginger is broken into slices and dehydrated using a multi-stage air drying process. Dried ginger is then disintegrated into smaller granules. The next one is dehydrated ginger flakes or bits. Fresh ginger is cut into slices and dehydrated using a multi-stage air drying process involving continuous belt dryer and bin dryers to ensure that the final product has rich and uniform flavor and taste which remains intact. The following terms are used to describe the various forms of dried rhizome. Number 1. Peeled, scrap, uncoated. Whole rhizome with the corky skin removed. Rough scrapped. Whole rhizome with the skin partially removed. Unpeeled or coated. Whole rhizome with skin intact. Black ginger. Whole rhizome scalded before being scraped and dried. Bleached whole rhizome. Treat with lime or diluted sulfuric acid. Splits and slices. Unpeeled rhizome. Ratoons. Second growth rhizomes. Small, dark, and very fibrous. Dry slices or powders are packed in Kraft multi-ball laminated bags. Forms of dried ginger. Number 1. Hand. Stem having clumps of interconnected and rhizomes is known as hand. Each hand has branches called as fingers. Second, rough scrap. Partially skin, epidermal layer removed from flat sides. Third, unpeeled, uncoated, dried with skin. Fourth, peeled, scrapped, uncoated, when skin is removed. Fifth, black ginger, boiled for 10 to 15 minutes before scrapping. Sixth, bleached, limed, that is treated with milk of lime of 2% for 6 hours and sulfur dioxide fumes for 12 hours. 7. Splits, longitudinally splitted for drying. 8th, ratoons, dried secondary growth of rhizomes when left in ground more than 1 year. Small, dark in color and fibrous. 9. Slices. Ginger is made into slices to accelerate drying process. Sun-dried ginger is unscraped, coated ginger scraped, uncoated ginger. Indian ginger is mostly exported, washed and dried, unpeeled or roughly peeled. African ginger is dark in color and higher in monoterpene content, giving a more pungent aroma with camphoraceous. It has a high oil content and level of pungency. Therefore, it's usually preferred for the production of oils and oleoresins. Chinese dried ginger is exported as whole peeled with 2 grades and sliced unpeeled. It's whiter than the Indian ginger, tend to be more fibrous and more bitter. The time of harvest after planting depends on the end use. For preserved ginger, 5 to 7 months. For dried ginger, 8 to 9 months. When leaves start yellowing, specific equipment is suggested for the optimum cleaning of the dried rhizomes. Dried spices and their storage. Dried rhizomes, slices and splits should be stored in cool environment, that is 10 to 15 degrees centigrade. When stored at room temperatures, 23 to 26 degrees centigrade, losses of up to 20% oleoresins, dry weight were observed on dry ginger after 3 months, and the content of 6 fingerol decreases. It's therefore recommended to extract or distill dried ginger rapidly. If cold store is not available, when oil or oleoresin is the final product, the importance of a dry storage for dried ginger destined for distillation can only be emphasized because additionally mycotoxins from mold may be co-distilled with the essential oil. Mold and bacteria developing on dried rhizomes may be efficiently controlled with. From where dehydrated ginger is prepared. They are prepared from clean, peeled or partially peeled whole rhizomes by treating with lime or sulfurous acid to achieve white color. Physical grades like black ginger, splits and slices are also available. Dried ginger is prepared from mature rhizomes which have developed full aroma, flavor and pungency, and harvesting is usually carried out at between 8 to 9 months after planting. For dry ginger making, cultivars with medium-sized rhizomes with high curing percentage are preferred. Processing of dehydrated ginger. The processing of dry ginger involves the following steps. Number first, removal of roots and thorough washing of the rhizomes. Specific equipment is suggested for the optimum cleaning of the dried rhizomes. Number 2. Preparation of rhizomes for drying involves peeling, splitting, or slicing. When whole coated rhizomes are to be dried, preparation is by immersing in boiling water for about 10 minutes. Black ginger is prepared like this. Sun drying. During drying, rhizomes lose moisture about 60 to 70%. of their total weight and achieve final moisture of 7 to 12%. Jamaican ginger is cleaned, peeled using a special knife, and after thorough washing, they are sun-dried. Indian ginger is rough scraped, non-bleached or bleached, maybe lined. In this, the skin is partially scraped off with a sharpened piece of bamboo. Steel knives are not used as they stain the produce. Mechanization is possible in dry ginger processing, in grading, peeling, and drying. But mechanical grading and peeling produce an inferior quality produce. Most of the producing countries resort to traditional methods which employ manual labor mainly. The appearance, the content of the volatile oil and fiber, the pungency level and a subjective assessment of aroma and flavor are important in the quality evaluation of dried ginger. Cleanly peeled dried ginger in the whole form, possessing the best appearance, generally finds a place in the grocery trade. Lower grades of clean peeled, coated whole, split and sliced type are used for blending in the preparation of powdered mixed spices. All types may be used for oil distillation and oleoresin extraction, but the coated types are the most extensively used for these purposes. Proper drying techniques as well as proper slice thickness of the product are required for obtaining good quality dried products. Drying of ginger are carried out by open sun drying, solar or mechanical drying. Thus, it is important to know the drying characteristics of the crop. The drying rate of ginger is closely associated with the drying air temperatures, relative humidity, and air velocity. One of the most important criterion of food is its color. So undesirable changes in the color of the ginger may lead to its decrease in consumer acceptability or the acceptance as well as the market value. Hence, it's necessary to dry ginger in a suitable environment to produce good quality staple dried products. Mechanical dehydration. The process of dehydration of ginger comprises of peeling of skin mechanically using an abrasive peeler or a barrel drum. This is also used for potato, beetroot and carrots. And these rhizomes are then sliced. The rate of drying depends on air velocity, temperature and thickness of the rhizome slices. Drying time of the ginger to a specific moisture ratio and a mechanical dryer at a critical temperature of 60 degrees centigrade. The drying time is usually 24 hours if dried in cross-flow dryer at 60 degrees centigrade and only for 14 hours in through-flow dryer. The dehydrated ginger is then packed in suitable containers and kept for over a period of 8 to 10 months. The equipment required are washing tanks, wooden preparation tables, peelers, slicing machines, cross-flow dryer, knives, trolleys, aluminium vessel, weighing scales, and packing unit. Drying is done in the electrically heated thermostatic control dryer. Dryer is combined with steam heating arrangements. Drying temperature is in the range of 55 to 60 degrees centigrade. Ginger, for producing candy, has to be rich in flavor and juice and fiberless and tender. After washing and peeling, ginger is cut in required sizes and boiled with small quantity of citric acid for about an hour using a pressure of 10 psi or 6 hours under atmospheric pressure to improve its color. Then the mixture is boiled with 30% sugar solution for 15 minutes and kept overnight. Some preparations some operations are repeated every day till the sugar content is 60 bricks. Then small quantity of citric acid is added and the solution is boiled and kept till sugar penetrates in ginger. Finally, it's boiled for about 5 minutes and the sugar solution is drained out and pieces of ginger are rolled in ground sugar, dried and packed. So, this was the drying method for the preparation of ginger candy. Here are some of the quality parameters which should be taken into consideration as far as the quality of the final product is concerned. Processing dried ginger and its quality control. Number first, take care to prevent the injury and bruising. Number second, harvest ginger at 8 to 9 months of age. Under quality control, if the flavor is not developed within 8 to 9 months, then it becomes too fibrous. Number third, remove the roots and leaves and wash the rhizomes. Under quality control, wash immediately to get a pale color. Do not leave wet rhizomes in heaps for long periods as they will ferment. Number 4. Kill the rhizomes by one of the methods. Among the methods, number first can be peel, knife or peeling machine. Number second, rough scrap with knife or abrasive roller. Number third, chop into pieces. Number 4, boil whole rhizome for 10 minutes. Under this section, take care to only remove the fibrous outer cork skin. If peeling is too thick, essential oil and flavor will be lost. Boiling results in a black color which requires bleaching. And at last, dry to moisture content of 7 to 12%. Store in a cool, dry place. Under this quality control, drying should be rapidly done to prevent the growth. Do not store for long periods as flavor will be lost. As far as the nutritional composition of dry ginger per 100 gram is concerned, dehydrated ginger contains 7% of water, 380 kilocalories of energy. The protein content is 8.5 grams, fat is 6.4 grams, carbohydrate is 74.2 grams, ash is 5.7 grams, calcium is 0.1 gram, phosphorus 150 mg, sodium is 30 mg, potassium is 1400 mg, iron is 11.3 mg, thiamine is 0.05 mg, riboflavin is 0.13 mg, niacin is 1.90 mg, vitamin activity is 1.5 Ra. So students, let's now summarize what we have learned in this module. The efficiency of drying system can be improved by the analysis of the drying process. Jamaica, Syria, Nigeria, and China have thrown a greater challenge to the Indian dried ginger in the international market. Brazil is the third exporter of dried ginger. The three leading exporting countries in 2000 were China, Thailand, and Brazil. Chinese dried ginger is exported as whole peeled with two grades and sliced unpeeled. If it's whiter than the Indian ginger, tends to be more fibrous and more bitter. Dried rhizomes, slices, or splits should be stored in a cool environment, that is 10 to 15 degrees centigrade. When stored at room temperature of 23 to 26 degrees centigrade, losses up to 20% oleoresin on dry weight basis were observed, which is generally in the dry ginger after 3 months. The content of 6-zingerol decreases. So that was all about dehydrated ginger. Thank you.
Now, you know what is dehydrated ginger, which has been explained by my co-author. And now in the next module, you will be giving the knowledge about the turmeric, its grading and curing. Thank you.